I get a doctor and I get a politician inside the building. But not be me go tell you their name. Now them but themselves go follow us waka or this program today. Because now you, where they outside, now you the one talk to. Not be me and Ireba me. So, I can start with my Obonge doctor for my side here. Doctor sir, kindly introduce yourself to our people where they outside.
Yeah, I'm Dr. GBENGA. I'm a chartered accountant.
All right. Dr. GBENGA ADEOYE is na chartered accountant. And when they talk about economy, when you hear chartered accountant, na be say na person we enter economy come out back inside, come out outside. Yeah, and we have my Obonge senior for when I did secondary school. Ogamisa, your name to our people.
Good morning, my good people of Ogun State. My name, as I don't know, now ADEWALE OMONIYI. I be politician. Before then, I be trained data scientist and a statistician. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
When we talk about statistics, na be say na data. How we do. Mathematics na they concern. And today we talk about economy. My first question to Doctor and to Mr. ADEWALE is this. Sir, we were told that Nigeria go inside recession and things skyrocketed that time. And now they told us again, say we don't come out inside the recession. How true is this? Because we are still finding it hard to buy things. Let me start from Doctor.
Well, the challenge that we had as a country then was the drop in oil price. It wasn't as if we've actually done anything too serious that made us to exit recession. Crude price fell as low as $29 per barrel at a time. And because Nigeria is an economy that is solely dependent on oil, and so we had crisis, we do not have enough money, and government was unable to fight increase in the unit price of dollar, and as a result of that, exchange rate skyrocketed. And so dollar got to a point at $500 naira to a dollar. And because it's a country that is import dependent, everything you consume majorly, including rice, you import. And so that increased the prices of those products. And then the recession that you have, because the revenue in the hands of people is not actually increasing, yet prices began to go up. So that was the real cause of recession. But suddenly oil price began to rise up, and then our foreign reserve increased. And when you have foreign reserve, you're able to control your exchange rate. And so now we have dollar in the normal, the CBN rate at 305, 306, and then in the black market, it has stabilized at 359 to 361 for more than a year now. So that accounts for the illusion that we're out of recession.
All right, Mr. OMONIYI, your view concerning this?
Well, I think the way me I take Siam, it is different from the way doctor takes Siam. Although he be doctor, so he could sabi this thing. But make you look at the practical example. If person know well, you go hospital, go see doctor. Common example now, if you buy paracetamol, they go tell you, say, after 3 days, if you use this thing, no work,
Go see doctor.
make you go see doctor. Now, him be say that medicine, no dey okay for that problem where you get. You see, the problem with Nigeria is that when they talk about economy, we dey go by the books. All these things na theory. But when it now comes to we make the money, how to spend the money, now where the problem dey, no be our economy. Make you forget about whether oil price go down or it go up. You see, that will not be our problem. They say the for Yoruba, then they talk say if husband make am, now for him wife body you go see am. So even if they make am for Nigeria, now from you and I pocket, you suppose that they feel am. That is the reason why you dey grow economy. But in a situation whereby you talk say okay, your income they go up, your wife come the wire your wife for house. Now be say something they happen where we still never get for Nigeria, and until that very moment we will go back say wetin be our problem gone. Nigeria will still continue to go in this same direction. If they talk about economy, we dey follow the pattern where those people where they abroad they follow, they build their economy. But when it now comes to how you they treat your country people, now then you go now know say you sabi past them. You see, until we begin to face that fact, say something needs to be done and done urgently, Nigeria no go change, my brother.
Doctor, make I ask you, many people believe say now Nigeria's dependence on oil, too much dependence on oil, now it cause all this katakata way we dey on top of our economy. It's not the reason why our economy they fall be that they go up today, they will come down tomorrow. But recently we don't say the non-oil sector don't they boost the economy. He talks until we get to the root of the problem. After while we will find solution to waiting they happen to this country. Is this oil boom? Is this oil dependency not a problem for our country?
Well, the problem of Nigeria, let me speak English
Okay.
so that it can be clear. We look at about 7 items that the government is not addressing, which is a major problem that we have. Number 1, physical infrastructure. Now, this physical infrastructure, you talk about roads, hospitals, airways, railways, waterways. When you don't have this, you are going to have crisis in the economy. Take, for instance, for those that are frequent in London, the cost of transportation in a month is so ridiculously low. At a particular time, you get a ticket for a day, £12 or so, anywhere you want to go in London. That takes you to any underground train. So when you don't build all of this infrastructure, the woman at Kuto that want to buy something in Lagos is looking for a bus to put it into. The roads are not good. Then we have corruption. The second one is what I call service infrastructure, which we don't have. And this has to do with education, healthcare system. And then the third one is enabling infrastructure, power, and then security. Nigeria in 1960, we had about 45 million population. As of today, we have about 200 million.
Yeah, approximately.
Will you believe that up till now, even the installed capacity that we have is not enough to take care of electricity requirements in the country? So when you don't build all of this over the years, and then you just depend on a rent economy where you sell oil and then you pump the money into the economy, you use it to control your exchange rate, you think you are okay until this oil begin to go down. So the other sector that you refer to, you can't improve on it unless you have this complementary, which I call enabling infrastructure, power and security. There's absolutely, even in your station, this station cannot run unless there is power. And if there's no power, then you need a generator. By the time you do your comparative analysis, cost-benefit analysis, and you discover that you are not making enough money compared to your energy costs, you are going to fold up. That's exactly what has happened to the country. Many factories began to fold up. Those who could not get the dollar, those who don't have any other means to survive, they have to close shop. And so, there are other...
Okay, let me come to the politician here, the ARP,
Mr.
Mr. OMONIYI. Pardon me. Let me ask you. You mentioned infrastructure deficits. This is one critical area where politicians always focus on when they want to campaign. I'm not asking you to campaign, but I'm telling you these are areas they want to. Are you pleased with the infrastructure or plan or infrastructural policy of this present government at the federal level now? Like going forward, are you pleased with it? And what will be your suggestions on how to complement or probably prefer solutions to how we can further improve this sector, this infrastructure sector? Because it's one key area politicians like you always focus on when they want to campaign.
Well, now only man go talk say in they happy with the solution we would do for Nigeria. Yesterday I supposed to get one program somewhere for 6 o'clock. We don't plan them, say we go this place, that place, come back here. The journey was supposed to take us from Ijebu to Abeokuta within an hour. We spend about 2 hours or so on the road because our road no good. See, all this problem, just go back to waiting I don't talk. We know all this. And if you look at everywhere I go, I don't think I've ever mentioned to anybody we're going to do road, we're going to build us, because that is not the major problem. You see, we keep talking about economy. Let's take it from this place. If you want to build house, now from foundation you will start. So there's no way we will go talk about Nigeria economy. We will not go start from Ogun State. Okay, now, some years back, they say, if you look at the IGR, how much the state they make, they're very, very low to waiting with they make now. When you look at the capital project, where would they spend money on? I mean, you begin to wonder where all this money they go. I'm not saying people they steal money, but if you have a family as a man, you don't know how many how many mouths you they feed for your house. No matter how much where you they earn, you see, you could always the struggle. Because if I say me go cook rice now, and you don't know how many people I won't cook for, it's either you cook too much
Or you cook
you cook make no do. If you cook too much, that is where corruption comes in. You don't they give room because the person who won't cook that rice, say now only 3 people there for house, but you don't carry 1 bag of rice, make you go cook. So you don't give opportunity for them to go sell the remaining because you know cook know anything. When they talk about our population, sir, if I ask sir, say what is the population of Ogun State? You see, search everywhere. You see, there is no consistency on all the figure where you could get.
The year 5 million to the year 7 million
7 million tomorrow. So we don't even know how many people where would they cater for. That UK, where would they talk, sir? Everything for UK, they connected. See, you are as important as me. For UK, everybody, they very, very important. The government is about you. If government is about you, they know what you they do. They know how much they earn. Then go know your problem. Then it's easy for them to solve your problem. If government don't know you, if they don't get any information about you, that government cannot be responsible for. You see, government is put in place to be responsible for somebody. And because government don't know you, so you be nobody to that government. So there is no connection between you and the government. Somebody go sit down for Okemoson, come the plan for how you go improve life for Abigi. How many people there for Abigi? You say one create job. Create job for how many people? What are the qualifications of those people you want create job for? Which kind of job you even want create self? See now to gather everybody, dump them for Civil Service Commission. See that one a job? See, these are some of the fundamental problems. If they kill somebody here now, police won't come investigate. Before police come, they don't mop all the blood, carry the corpse, come out. You understand? Because even if police come, you see, there is no way to pick any forensic evidence to track those people who commit the crime. Even if they carry them, where they won't go check, which database they get, where they going to say, now this person, blood, then find for this also place. You see, these are little problems. And I've always been saying it, this is very simple. Unless we create identity for everybody. And it's so amazing because this thing is very simple. It's not as difficult as people think. We can create identity. create a platform where we say you fit sit down for your house, put your information. Let's just start small. Put your information there so that at the end of the day, people go look and say, okay, how many people will get? How many graduates we get? You know, how many won't graduate in the next year? You know, so all these basic things, you know, we need that. We must be connected. I could say big, well, and it's not easy. I keep on saying it for somebody to just sit down for one office, can't say go determine life of people where you don't know. We talk about economy. You see, if you you don't invite investors. You see, you attract investors. Somebody they asked me recently, say, okay, what about Olumo Rock? You know, how if we do Olumo Rock in such a way, say people go to come abroad? I say easy, but if people come from abroad, to come from Ikeja, reach this place, it go reach like 3-4 hours if you are very lucky. See, who won't come experience that kind of thing?
6 hours yesterday.
You know, but when you say all these road networks, you see, we just they see all the big money. You see, sometimes now when they call money for Nigeria, you see, if I go catch you, say show, which kind of money be this? Abi now what are they call?
We will be journalists where they call and sometimes still they come out to.
So that is the problem. So until an average person for street feel query, say, okay, all this money where you talk, say you spend, where the money go? If you sick now, I'm very sure, say, Ija, you know, could be one of the options where you get. And this is supposed to be our general hospital. What will be the problem? Are the doctors not there? Are the nurses not there? But something is fundamentally wrong where we never address. And if you go to our budget, see how much money, the amount where government spend for hospital, this year alone, I'm talking about this year, it's enough to transform all hospital where they Ogun State.
Let me put you on the point, Mr. Money. You said something is fundamentally wrong. What is that thing that is fundamentally wrong?
Information.
Just information.
Just information. Because if you don't have, it's easy for me to say, okay, for my capital project, I'm going to spend so billions. But if there is no way for anybody to query that thing where you give, okay, we'll say we dey do road. Look at how much we don't spend on road. But despite all that, we still cannot move freely from here to Songo. So which road are we now talking about?
Do you have a take on that?
Well, he's talking about information. You know, he's talking from the point of view of a data analyst. Information, yes, but there are other factors that we need to look at. Sincerity of leaders and the kind of education that people have. The person that is going to call government to account, you need to be educated, you need to be informed, to know your rights, to know your expectation. Now, when you have leaders that are not sincere, they will do projects that does not add value to the people.
Sir,
do you understand now? So, the information that you talk about is one major factor. But even when you have the information and you have leaders that are not sincere, because in this country we have been budgeting over the years, but somebody somewhere is stealing the money. So you see projects that are worth 10 million being executed at 100 million. 90 million goes to somebody's hand. The healthcare you talk about, I will tell you that most of our leaders, 90%, are insincere. Because if you are a leader, we have schools. You know, in the past, when UI was established in 1948, people come from India, from all over the world to study here. Recently, I was in Dubai. I saw Iranian hospital, and I was told that these Arab people, they used to come to UCH before. But everything has dilapidated. Why? Because these leaders that are deceiving us, that, oh, we are putting everything in place, they don't even patronize these places. Go and check. Just do a list of all the governors in Nigeria. Do a list of all the commissioners. Do a list of all the ministers. Let anyone come to the public to tell me that my children are in so public school, so public university. Let me tell you, when I wanted to study law, I went to UI. I got to UI, you know, thinking, yes, to be a great UI after my PhD. A professor who was part of UI told me, and he said, Dr. ADEWALE, you want to study law? I advise you don't go to UI. Why? You will know when to get in, but you will not know when to get out. Before, if anybody goes to private university, we feel that this one is not serious. You don't even have private university. What is the status of Unilag today? Afe Babalola has a university in Ekiti. They should have concession Ekiti State University to him and still keep the name. Do you understand? Atiku has a university, APTI. They should have given Adamawa State University to him and then develop it. Now, how many? Do you know that our president was out of the country for 100 and something days?
Not just once. Not just once.
Not just once. What that tells us about this nation is that our leaders are deceiving us about the infrastructure that are available here. Now, if you go abroad today, the University of London, University of Calgary, in Toronto, all over the world, do you know the people that are there? Children of ministers, children of governors. And so they are saying, send your own to UI, send your own to Unilag. If you graduate from any of our public university today, and you are very sound, it's the grace of God and personal effort. Let anybody disprove that. The libraries are not there. Do you know that lecturers also, they are unhappy? Now, I'll give you one example. Recently, a medical doctor was pregnant and then she went to give birth. And then I spoke to her, where are you? And she works in a government hospital. And she said she is currently in a private hospital. And I said, why? I said, you work in a hospital. And let me use the word. She said, even my dog or enemy, I will not allow to give birth in that hospital. You know what that implies? If you are selling granite and you want to drink gari and cold water, and you are not, your children say, let's take, say, God forbid, go and buy from outside. What does that imply? It means that what you are offering us is deception. I'm talking about the government now. If none of your children can go to Ogun State University, OOU, or UI, or Unilag, go to FUNAB here. I used to lecture in FUNAB, the master's class. One day I got to that premises and I look at the student. It just reminded me of the kind of people that surrounded David at a time. They said, those that are dejected, those that are oppressed. I look at these children. They look so oppressed. I went to one particular toilet. Was like Odogu. You know? So, these things has collapsed. The UI of the olden days is no longer the current UI. Go there and see the electric cables that they laid many years back. So, it's corruption, deception, and they do not love the people. Look at the primary elections going on across the country. Not only Ogun State. You want to serve the people. Do you have to kill somebody to serve? Is it by force? If truly is service, service is sacrifice. You will not want to do it by force.
All right, let me just
let me quickly. We just mentioned primaries and everything now, and I just got to know that my Oga here, in person of Mr. ADEWALE OMONIYI, is just a match at the flag bearer for ANRP. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Now, as a governorship aspirant, this is no campaign time.
Yeah.
You've heard everything he said concerning, say, most of our leaders now deceive. And you are somebody who get all this data strategy for. And now they think about BVN. The way we went about BVN was easy. Now, if you want to open any other bank account, you can do it on your phone. You just put your BVN number and they get your data and everywhere, your address, your everything. Now, coming to economy, and make we start from, they say all politics now local. Let's start from Ogun State. As a young man and as an aspirant, how waiting we want to do for this Ogun State, we say, even if economy is not good for up, we will do Ogun State. Make we dey enjoy.
With a smile.
Make we dey smile.
Okay. Thank you, my brother, and thanks, doctor, for all those explanations where you give. You see, you got some areas where me know to agree with, sir. Because as we dey here, even if all of us will be saints, you can't carry 1 million put for one corner there, and all of us dey here. You know, say, you look the money, hunger the wire you. Now small thief they begin, no.
Definitely. Now from meat.
You get opportunity to dip hand into that thing. Because say, okay, me I just borrow 100 naira. You borrow 200. You go borrow to that level where we say, you know, say,
you can't pay back.
You won't be able to pay back.
I will tell you the principle in accounting.
Yeah. So
later.
when you now get to that level, now you say, well, Yawa don't gas me, I could carry the whole thing. Go enjoy myself. You see, until that time we put in place a system. People keep talking about fighting corruption. I keep on saying that you cannot fight corruption. You see, as a person no feel fight corruption because corruption no be human being wey be say you feel shoot. You know, you talk about corruption, where you want start from? The best you can do now to put in place a system that will make it very difficult for you. Some of our guys when they UK, I get friends wey be say in they manage billions project of we go into billions of pounds. You never see 100,000 in cash for your life before. Now ordinary paper. You see, the system will make it so difficult for you to steal. And until that time we put in place that system, I'll give you 2 examples. You don't mention BVN. BVN is more than enough to get rid, if we are serious, of corruption. Because if you steal, na bank you go, you know,
You go put them.
put them.
But some people they put them for shop.
No, you see.
But
for
the money
husband
must
road.
come from bank.
Money must go out. You see,
Okay.
you don't just draw cash out, beam like that. You see, if you go UK now, you can't go bank say you want to go withdraw £1 million. You know, before you come out that bank, all eyes will be on you. But here, if you go call bank manager and say, okay, we need 50 billion. What do you want to take 50 billion do? You know, which kind of project? Because if you go through what they call due process, then that money no it's supposed to go from one bank account to the other. Now paper in the older days, sir, when my mama say they do teaching job, you know, any small thing they go say they write petition. If they write petition against somebody, so you go see the person they run up and down. Because that time fear days system still they work small. The population never blow like this. So but now they don't reach level where we say, even if they say somebody steal 1 billion, before you know it, somebody will come from somewhere, give them chieftaincy title, like say, what thing you do? Good.
Atuluche of so land.
And if you see small pikin, we go steal bread. Before you know it, they don't put tie around the neck.
They don't leash
Light
am.
up. You see, all this kind of thing, you know,
Before
not
you
supposed.
steal.
Yeah, now it's not supposed to be. BVN, we would they talk about PVC. Look at what PVC do to our electoral process. Now it's very obvious. Say, you know, the best anything where you want to do now, people go know say, this one are cheating. See what happen for Okiti. You know, for the election, you gonna call people say, go vote. Just show me who you vote for. I'll give you 5. You see, that one a system. If we are serious now, if we won't catch those people, it's easy to catch them. Unlike before, we say a town where we say, you know, say now 50 people they there, then go carry them vote, come, they go get like 2,000. The money they make for Ogun State is more than enough to transform this state.
How?
Because okay, now if you say, me I just give you 100 billion for project. See how many, be sincere with yourself. You see, okay, let me give you a fact now. 21 billion for this year budget go to the health care services. Yeah, 21 billion. Not a million, no. How many hospital we will get for Ogun State? About 25. Even if you spend 1 billion, and as they talk now that of this year alone.
Be that.
So before this year, then spend some last year. Salary no they included though. Because all the health workers where they Ogun State, how many doctors we will get? They don't reach 200.
One doctor to 4,000 patients.
It's not lie. To about, if we go by that 7.2 million where they say we'll get, now one doctor to about 59,000 patients for this Ogun State. Now we get all these hospitals. If you go Ijaye, now because Ijaye close to where you they receive your medical treatment, okay, you're on some certain medication. You can't go maybe Ijebu you fall ill. No way where them feel transfer your medical record from Ijaye to that place where you go. For UK, sir, if you register for London, you go Manchester, you know well. They just need your date of birth. They go pull out all your information.
All your
so
medical
if this government say we spend so billion on health, most of the money go on drug. How many free drug you don't go receive for hospital before?
Make I put you on the spot sharply because we won't receive call in the next 2 minutes.
Okay.
Before I come to Dr. ADEOYE, make I start with you. Bailout fund, now something they cause problem for your country now. Governors they collect bailout fund, Paris Club fund, allowance revenue, share allowance revenue, everything like that.
Veto, security vote,
everything. All these monies. Which critical area do you think all this money should be funded with?
You see, it's still the same thing. You are talking about money where they come into the government purse. Let me put it that way. You see, until that very moment where you feel they explain, where do they take the money do?
Ogun State now, let's start from Ogun State. That bailout for all this money, which area do you think should be invested in Ogun State? You as an aspirant.
Give me one area where no need urgent attention for this Ogun State. See na road we won't talk. See na health. You see how many people they die because how many people go abroad go receive medical treatment. You see, all these things require urgent attention. But waiting me to tell you be say, you see, if you play your card well, even most of this money where they go borrow here and there, we don't need them. If you put a good system in place, you go out there, people will support you. You don't need government money to build hospital. That is one shock I want to give you today. But these people will not come. They're not going to assist you if they are not sure that there is transparency in what you are doing. Even for UK see they build hospital with the support of some organizations.
Like that.
Despite the fact that they get the money. So if you're saying, okay, you get this fund there, you get this fund there, you see, all this money, where the money they go? You see, there has not been any serious, okay, look at the salary. Then say Ogun State they pay about 81 billion, for salary. This has been coming, and when you go out there now, you see we have been paying salary regularly, but some people they do what do they call them? Cooperative. Okay, I know somebody will be say now about 2/3 of his salary, and they do the cooperative. This cooperative, fee get back. You understand? And you just say you they pay salary. You say all those things here has to change.
All right, thank you, OMONIYI. Doctor.
Well,
2 minutes.
I will talk as an accountant. When you talk of bailout is meant for specific purposes. When you use it for another purpose, that's what we call ultra vires in law. You've gone beyond your boundaries. So, regardless of what requires attention, when money is voted for a particular purpose, it must go for that purpose. Now, the issue you raised before, strong institution, is number 4 thing that we need to put in place. The police, the custom, the Federal Road Safety Corps. Do you know that Federal Road Safety people, they collect bribe now on the road? Once they see commercial vehicle, and that's not their responsibility. Can I see your papers? That's not the responsibility of road safety. They are supposed to ensure that people are safe on the road. Where there are traffics, they should control. When somebody is driving against traffic, then the other issue is the quality of leaders that we have. When you have people, the least among you leading you, you're in trouble. When your best brains are in private sector, and then the touts, the thugs, they are the one leading you, then you are going to be in serious trouble. Then the last one, agriculture, and then control of corruption. These are issues that unless we address, we cannot move forward.
All right. When your best brain they inside private sector and na thugs, where they carry gun, where they carry cutlass, and they lead you, then you are in trouble.
Yes.
All right, country people, na time we be saying now you self go get mouth to put inside this matter where we don't talk this morning. No. Now 09030000885 or 0805-885-0885 be the numbers where you go call us put. Make we hear your own view and what you be the thing concerning what we don't talk about this morning. We get Mr. OMONIYI here will be aspirant on top ANRP. We not go pick more calls because time, but make them quickly answer the question because time don't work out.
Okay, yeah, on the bailout fund, you see, this money when they talk about, you understand, you collect the money when you are in crisis and you need, just from the word bailout, you need to get out of a crisis. But in a situation whereby, you see, for a state, they make how do I put it? Our problem is, say, we they buy it more than with the shoe. You they collect 100,000 salary and you won't make budget. You they make budget of about 400,000. Do you understand? And out of this money where they come in, you feel pay salary easily. So where the bailout, which kind of money, which kind of bailout will they talk about? Waiting be the crisis where we say you won't get out, where you won't go collect a bailout from. That is number one.
Because we have only about a minute more.
Bailout fund is not totally wrong. And the reason for that is because we don't have true federalism. And so the state governors can gather and say, look here, the money you are putting in federal purse actually belong to the state. And so we are in crisis now. Can you please bring something up? But when you have true federalism, you generate your revenue, you cut your quote according to your pocket and sizes. Then you won't need bailout. And then somebody raised the issue of double taxation. The law stipulate 21 taxes that local government can collect.
Thank you.
We'll go to that later. If we continue like this, now be saying that tomorrow we'll go come up for here. But for now, we are saying thank you so very much for blessing us with your audience this lovely Saturday morning. And I want to thank Mr. OMONIYI, who I call an aspirant, now candidate now on top ANRP. Now they are flag bearer on top governorship level for inside of the state.
Also thank
and Dr. GBENGA ADEOYE also. We thank you so very much. God bless you for blessing us with your insight this lovely morning. Until next week Saturday, we are saying take good care of yourself. Bless you.
I remain Riba Mishonika. Bye for now.